Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 391 of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who is running around the desert with me tonight?
I am Joe Butler, and I guest star from a different game with a special weapon.
Which I liked.
This is Richard Sampson from the YouTube channel Rich Kale and various fanfiction sites, and I have slain a pep.
What's up, Pyramid Party people? It's Alan. I'm just here to talk about games.
It's me, Dominic, and the sirens are leaving because I shooed them away because I hid in the shadows, I hid in the hay bales, they never found me.
You know, your area does like sirens when we record. I've noticed
It's
that.
Chicago, baby.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, weird shit happens in Chicago all the time.
Fun fact, they can do sirens for any call.
Oh, and I bet they do.
Crazy.
Sirens just to cross, without having to stop at a red light. Who knows?
I've seen that happen too.
You don't need sirens for that. You just turn it on, let it flick it, and then turn it right back off.
It depends. Maybe you're feeling dramatic,
Like, fuck you. All right, so we are here to we are continuing our Assassin's Creed journey, and we are here to talk about Assassin's Creed Origin, developed by Ubisoft Montreal, published by Ubisoft, and came out in 2017.
So sort of the start of the modern Ubisoft, I think.
God, this game's 9 years old.
Yes.
Yeah.
It didn't really click till just now as I read it. Like, damn.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of other things that are anniversaries coming up.
I had forgotten. Like, always starts off with our history. I had never played this before. I stopped Assassin's Creed after Rogue, and everything now is brand new. Like, I remember when this came out, and I remember people bitching about it. And I still hear people bitch about that, I know. And I was always kind of like, okay, I'm curious, but we'll get to it someday. And this is my first time playing it. Joe.
So there's a very special South Park moment I'm going somewhere with this, trust me. The very special South Park moment that lives in my head rent-free. One day, I keep saying, if you at me in the Discord, go to Discord. If you at me in the Discord and ask me what it is, I will play it for you because it's really funny. But there's a scene in South Park where the cop boss comes home and his wife's been playing his Red Dead Redemption, and she got farther and things like that. Every once in the blue moon, my husband likes to do that to me because he is a butthole, but it's funny. So that's basically what happened with this. I didn't like this very much from the shift because this game has a lot of issues that we'll talk about. But my husband basically did a thing where he also liked Assassin's Creed, so he played it while I was playing it, and he got further. So I went, you know what? I don't got time for this shit. So I watched him play it. So that's how I know this game.
Oh, okay. Richard.
This was my first time playing it, but actually I saw someone else playing it on Twitch, and it sort of is what pulled me into wanting to get the Assassin's Creed games. I was actually got the first one after seeing him play part of Origin, and I'm glad I got into this. I mean, I'm glad I played it this time around. Got to this one, very fun, very beautiful.
It is. It really is. Alan.
Yeah. I got this game for specifically this podcast recording. I had initially skipped it almost 10 years ago now because I heard probably the same thing that Mike heard about it, and I was just like, okay, well, that's interesting. Doesn't seem like my cup of tea anymore, and didn't play it. Having now been playing it for this podcast, I do think that it definitely deserves to be played and does have some amazing, beautiful scenery in it. And the discovery mode in and of itself as like a purely like educational tool is really cool. I wish more games did that.
Yeah.
Dominic.
I knew about this game, of course. I said to myself, once I finished Syndicate and I saw you were playing through the series, like, I'm going to wait to play Origins until Mike catches up. Because then I hopped on, I think, for like 3 and 4 and all that or whatever.
Yeah, you've been on a couple of them here and there with our Assassin's Creed journey.
Because I never played a bunch of them after doing Syndicate. And like, I want to get in simpatico with Mike as much as I can. And now we're finally aligned completely.
I don't think I've done an episode with Alan, but then again, I haven't been on in a while because my job is weird.
Yeah, you have a few times.
He started the Assassin's Creed journey with us, which you did too, until they found out what boats were, and then you ran away.
I have no memory of this, but I'm also high 90%
And you also
of the time.
work third shift, and when you work third shift, it's always that Robin Williams meme from Jumanji. What day is it? Because you just never fucking know what's going on in life.
I just can't wait till we get to this Alan Wake version. That we did that together too. That was a great one.
Joe works third shift and has no idea what's going on in life anymore. That's the joy of third shift.
I'm not gonna lie. Third just really fried my brain. I feel like it's
bad.
I literally went, man, I can't wait for this presidency to end, and then blinked and went, holy shit, we're 6 months in. This is awful.
Yeah, but hopefully
We almost didn't get this done in time.
Remind me to tell you something hilarious, Dominic and Alan, about Alan Wake when we're done with this episode.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, this game shocked me with how good it was. Because, like, one of the things that people always complain about is the fact that it goes from what Assassin's Creed was, and it starts adding an action RPG element to it. So I came into this game expecting bullshit, and it's not bullshit. It's not bad. I mean, all it really felt like when it comes to the RPG elements is it feels more like this is a gate where you need to do so many things before you can then do more of the main game. And that's fine. That's how I took it.
And that's usually how I played these games. So it kind of just fit in with what I was already doing.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I mean, not all the side quests, but same.
So
We saw a preview of what we were getting into this in Syndicate, because there is actually a chapter, I think, in Syndicate you can play at any point once you free up 3 districts. And this time, we literally got a full game where, while we still had to do certain parts in somewhat sequential order, we got more free roam.
And then kind of, like, it's like you get one district, and then you get a few more, and then you get a few more, and then you get most of it.
Yeah, that's kind of fun to run around to see all of ancient Egypt.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where you're like, oh, Egypt. We've seen Egypt in media tons of times. Egypt's done. And then you play this and like, oh, well, actually, knowing a little bit about Egypt, knowing about like what the media has said about Egypt actually makes it a more interesting experience, because you can kind of be like, okay, this is a more in-depth, that kind of builds on cultural cachet of Egypt, I feel like.
Yeah, and when you learn about history, if you've learned some history of Egypt, you get to now see what the pyramids were to look like when they were built, and how majestic they look.
did you guys see, funny enough, really weird tangent. You can Google it if you want to while we're talking, and if you're listening to this. Did y'all see about that teacher that got fired for playing Assassin's Creed in his classroom?
I did not.
I remember that story, yeah.
Yeah, there was a teacher that was showing, he brought in, he was a history teacher, and he brought in Assassin's Creed. I think it was like for a middle school class, and he was showing them, I actually think it was Syndicate that they were showing on the news, where he was showing them how old school England worked. And I think there's another scene where he was showing them Origins he was showing them the pyramids with the eagle, because you could do the whole sky eye view mode and everything. And apparently parents were like, what kind of teacher plays video games to their students? And they what happened was, the parents complained, or the kids came home excited, the parents complained, and then they got the board to fire his ass, which is awful.
I was going to say, who fucking narked?
What
Fucking
state
hate
was
parents.
this in?
I don't know, actually.
But that's
Fucking-
probably a key part of this, because, for example, some states, like Texas, might have the 10 Commandments in schools at one point. So hey, some states are a little fucked up when it comes to their schools.
I'm allowed to say
and all that
it's,
shit.
it's Texas, and they can suck my ass.
I remember.
My British literature teacher showed us Alien and Aliens in class, gave us tests on them, and he even showed us in one class his time on Sale of the Century.
When I was a freshman in high school, my teacher was really excited about Assassin's Creed 2, because that was the new one. She wanted to know all about it.
Oh, by the way, that rumor is not true. He wasn't actually fired.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
cool.
It was
Good.
just a rumor from viral videos of educators using the game as immersive teaching tool. At least that's what AI is telling me, and there's no articles I'm seeing that tell me otherwise.
I do remember reading an
Schools
article.
like obsessed with fucking Minecraft in school, like for a long time, like using it to teach like Lego stuff for like kids.
Probably.
It's all, this district is cool with this district is cool with this district is not cool with this kind of stuff.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, God forbid they show the bad things about certain places.
I mean, at the rate we're going, that wouldn't be allowed if you're
Can
bad
we have
about
parents
America.
just not have a say in schools anymore?
That'd probably be better sometimes.
My local library actually literally had to have like a town hall about property taxes for adults, because my area is so obsessed with trying to eliminate property taxes without realizing what they do, that they felt like they had to do that because it would be catastrophic otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
There are some places where they were able to the people who live in the community don't have to pay much in property taxes because a good portion is taken up by a big corporation and they pay off all that. They pay the majority of the property taxes. And wow, we really get some good stuff for our schools then. That kind of
I
thing.
mean,
But
like Vegas or Nevada doesn't have state taxes because the casinos pay them.
yeah.
That's a weird conversation we got into. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, Alan, since you are Michigan, and Michigan, I know a bit about it. Yeah, so I'm not that surprised in certain areas.
Yeah.
I know didn't one area try to kidnap their governor at one point just because?
That's actually a whole little sordid tale.
Okay.
I don't even think we have the time for it, but it
we don't.
would be its own podcast episode.
I'm pretty sure it was all done because an orange said so, if I remember correctly.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think it was an inside.
It was all
job.
NACA related. Yeah.
Yeah.
No surprise there.
And then,
But
of course,
Assassin's Creed. This game, I thought, actually had a really good story, too.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
this story.
Better than I expected.
Birth of the group.
Yeah, which was very cool to see.
I just
So-
like Bayek and Aya.
Me too.
They are two terrific protagonists.
I'm still gonna say one thing. It's always revenge. Assassin's Creed should just be called the Revengers. It's always about revenge. They just package it better this time.
It's true, but,
Well, that-
but it feels more real, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's also kind of what this is too. Assassin's Creed has always been kind of about how essentially the Illuminati is controlling everything behind the scenes, and there's a society that keeps the Illuminati at bay, and that's kind of the series in general.
Yeah. I mean, that, to be fair, is kind of revenge. The Illuminati does something, and yeah.
I was gonna say, I do one thing I do want to say, which it's not a huge spoiler, but a very minor spoiler. I'm hoping you all like Aya. She will be our main character for the next 2 games as well, as far as I know. I haven't played the other ones, but she is the insert because people were mad about the weird first-person thing that you were doing in Black Flag. So
Well, that's not
Oh,
Aya.
so the
That's
person
Layla.
from the-
That's Layla.
Layla,
The
my bad,
current
Layla.
time,
Yeah,
she's gonna
Layla.
play. She doesn't go away then from this game.
No, yeah, she continues to be our main character for the next 2
Oh,
games, and I'm not
okay.
sure about the
I'm
other
fine with
one. Yeah,
I like that.
Just talking about the
Very
outside
nice.
the Animus. to be
Yeah.
clear.
yeah.
I have always liked the present day stuff, no matter how many people bitch about it.
I love the
talk about
present day
series.
stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm so upset they're removing it from Black Flag Resynced.
I was gonna say though, if you like it, you're just prepared to not get barely any of it.
No, I know,
Hella.
but that's why I'm going to read the comics.
Fair.
So the
Um,
comics do have some of it. This once I finish the games, eventually, I do have plan to dig into those comics too, because there's a bunch of comics that are all
But-
part of canon.
Plus, Layla is important anyways to the story as well, because at the end of the day, the whole reason, a lot of the reason these games exist story wise is because of the Animus. So they went, oh fuck, how are we going to continue this with Desmond being dead? To which now the idea is, hey, they invent an Animus where you don't have to be related to the person and you can just fucking hop in whenever you want to. But it's also super slowly killing you now.
Right. It's not even that they invented it. It's like I think Layla just kind of like invented it, and it's kind of just jerry rigged.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
killing her?
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
Spoiler.
did not catch that.
no, it tells it in this. That's whenever she like your
Apparently
first
someone
pop
didn't pay
out.
enough attention.
Well, when you first pop out of it, she's talking about how like Layla needs like a bunch of medication to keep her kidneys from failing and
Yeah.
and all this other shit. So I assume it's killing her, and the drawback is because she's not related to them.
Yeah.
Oh, I assumed it was because you're in a prolonged state of essentially a coma in these things, and you
I
can't
That
thi-
too.
feed yourself.
I figured it was jury rigged.
I just
It's
thought she
all-
was sick.
Could
It's
be all
also
of those
jury
things, to be honest.
It-
Yeah.
She's not sick, but it could be a lot of those things. I know it's because it's jury rigged because it's also spoiler, but we'll get into it a little bit later. Her Animus is also very, very portable. Like if you notice how she has it, it's like basically a suitcase.
Okay.
Well, if you go into like the lore and the letters and all the stuff on the side, that goes into how she's like this genius Abstergo employee who was like kind of not groomed but like brought up by the lady from the movie, as I think it was Marianne Cotillard.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Getting
and that
movie
they
lore?
were
Holy
like
shit.
they were like friends.
oh,
And like
That's
she
crazy.
sent like the lady like I'm so sorry about your dad kind of email at one point.
That's crazy.
And-
Okay.
And so she got the job at Abstergo because of that, but she's like unorthodox and kind of crazy. And so she was kind of getting into trouble because she wanted to keep pushing and do more. And, you know, she, after a while, wasn't getting defended anymore by what's her name.
That sounds about right then.
And so she's
Yeah.
kind of off on her own thing now, being like, I want to do this. You can't fucking stop me. I'm going to do it myself.
Well, we can argue on that one. I mean, I don't think highly of the film myself.
I remember. Don't worry. Let's not
Anyways,
go check out that
But
episode.
the movie is important. It ends up being something of a relatable to this game thing.
That makes me happy to find out they did that.
There's also,
We brought it up before.
there's also something that I believe is a very probably funny and concurrent thing as well. So part of the story in this game is you do kind of flip back and forth between Bayek and Aya because was it Layla or Leia?
Layla.
Layla finds her DNA. That way you can kind of get some in-betweens too, just to make the story a little bit easier to understand. But I feel like this was kind of a response to like, we don't really think people like playing as a woman. And I feel like there was a response to that, which was, no, we like playing as a woman in Assassin's Creed. You guys just can't give most of the abilities to the man. Because funny enough, after this game is whenever you start getting the games where you can choose between playing as a man or a woman.
But Joe, this game came out in 2017. What terrible thing happened in 2016?
Man, I don't fucking know. This is made by French people too.
Oh, God,
It is also made by French people.
I know, but still, I mean...
Also worth saying that wasn't it
even worse,
Evie and
French
Syndicate?
Canadian people.
Evie and Syndicate still there. The woman from Liberation's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like in 2016, there was definitely like that's the beginning of the whole like,
Yes.
oh, it's woke type garbage starts because of Trump.
Yes.
Way more than it already was, probably. So that's all.
Well,
I just like to
nothing, but-
always mention, like when you think of years, that doesn't unfortunately play a part in what things that are going on at the time.
The funny thing is that the culture of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, to my ears, has always been you can play as a dude. Who the heck plays as the freaking dude? As far as I know, Odyssey is only Alexis.
That's how I'm
Yeah,
playing
that's
it.
what
When
I've
we
heard
get to
too.
it.
I was like, Odyssey has weird like canon choices. That's why I think canon Odyssey is the woman
Cassandra or
Cassandra.
Alexis, something like that.
Cassandra, I think.
It's Cassandra, yeah. And
Anyway,
you will see because when you pick that girl and the brother talks, you're gonna go, oh, that's weird. Anyways, though, don't forget though, we talk about presidency. This is also prime Ubisoft when they're making money still, and the Assassin's Creed games are still making money. And don't forget, they're like, what is it? They're smuggling funds to go on vacation to Egypt. So that's also always fun too.
Which it's important to
about
note
those
too.
Helix credits that you
Assassin's
can earn.
Creed never stopped making money.
No, I wouldn't say it does. I mean, maybe it got hampered by certain things. Moving.
Like Valhalla was like the best-selling one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but you know how like today's market is like the games have to sell 35 million copies. in
Right.
order for them to
It's
be
that their
profitable.
expectations kept skyrocketing, and then other games in Ubisoft started really failing, like Watch Dogs 3.
Well, no, I'm talking about that whole thing that happened with Ubisoft where they own land in Norway and they got like a business credit because of it, because they said they would use the boat tech. They would basically it's the Skull and Bones thing, where basically they were using they were using the Norway base to say they were researching how to do boats for games, and then someone went, hey, you haven't paid your credit in like fucking 5 years, you haven't released a game in 5 years, and they're like, oh, we're making pirate both Skull and Bones. If you guys don't release it the next year, you don't get your tax credit anymore. Oh shit.
Right, and that game itself was supposedly supposed to be a situation where they made a pact with the Singaporean government or something that says that they have to release the game and cannot be canceled.
Yeah. Singapore, because they weren't paying taxes in Singapore because they had business there or something. It was something like that.
Yeah, it's some bullshit that they did, and that game came out. I almost bought it for $3, but there's no single player content. So I went, nope, I'm good.
That's crazy.
In that company's in Ubisoft Singapore's defense, they did work on the boat tech for a very long time. I don't think it's their fault.
They also did work on the boats for a very long time, yes.
They started in Assassin's Creed 3. They clearly were pulling their weights. It's more
I don't
of a
blame
question
them.
of,
I blame Ubisoft for
they wanted to figure out what kind of game they wanted to put around it. Meanwhile, they were already doing it in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's some bigwig at Ubisoft excited to have a fucking beach house in Singapore, not having to pay taxes on it. That's really
100%.
what the big issue was. But anyways,
is that actually true?
Yes.
And Ubisoft needs a reason to put off Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Well, they got plenty of reasons to do that.
That game is real. Don't remind me of that
never coming
game.
out.
It is.
They wouldn't change the original and its anniversary edition to make it point to nothing.
Sure they would. Oh, that's true.
Right there.
I mean, this world map was incredible to explore. Awesome.
Big as hell.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
So did I. Loved running around, going from place to place.
Way more diverse than I thought it was going to be, too.
Just climbing those mountains, going through those waters. I mean, a bit too many repetitive posts, maybe. Too many alligator hideouts, maybe. But
I disagree. I didn't do everything, though. So
not that it's too many for me, but just like in terms of like what's realistic.
Oh, majority of it looks very realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you can have some fun with people. I mean, I saw my daughter when I said to while playing, I said to my daughter, I got to Memphis, and she's like, Memphis? Yeah, there's a Memphis in Egypt. She's like, I didn't know that. I said,
I didn't know
knew
that
it for a
either when
while.
I played this game.
Actually, I knew it for a while. I knew it for a while also because I've read the Kane Chronicles and listened to the audiobooks of those. But I didn't know there was a Philadelphia in ancient Egypt.
Is
That
there?
was a surprise.
Yeah.
There wasn't the game, yes.
Oh, I beat this.
Joe, you act like you didn't
3
play
weeks-
this game or something.
No, I played this like 3 weeks ago. Sorry, it's been.
You're fine.
So one thing that I want to bring up because I think I told y'all. I don't know how the fuck I did it because I mentioned to y'all in the chat. Yeah, the game basically when I booted up after I beat like essentially the intro, I was closing it to save it, and when I was saving it, it has like the stupid loading screens, and it's like, did you know you can go to the start screen and bump yourself up to level 45? And I was like, oh, that's weird. So I did it, and I was like, oh, that actually worked. And I even had the hidden blade before I got it in the storyline. I was like, okay, this will be a fun 20 hours, and yeah.
That's because the DLC, because you can't play the DLC unless you're 45, and since you had it, the game's like, well, of course you want to play it, so you can boost right away.
That's why I specifically waited to finish the game before buying the DLC.
Oh, I just didn't boost. I did the game the way the game was set up because that gave me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done a lot of the side content that I did because I did it because I wanted to see more of the game.
Right.
Yeah, and I was
And level up.
before I even continue with the main game. I'm like, I'm building my levels up. I'm exploring. I'm having fun. I mean, I enjoyed all the exploration stuff I did as I got through the game. I was building up my armor and everything. And then when I finally got the hidden blade, I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels already on that.
I had
Guys
one
that
issue with it.
guys that were like level 7, whack, he's dead, which was kind of fun.
Very satisfying to get dominated by some higher level people and then go back to them later. And it's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
So yeah, this game also has. Did Syndicate have a level system?
Yes,
Yeah.
but only like 20 or so.
Level 10.
Oh yeah, it wasn't much.
But we get a little more RPGer in this game where you have armor and you have weapons and you have weapons that do different attacks and you actually have like a dodge and like a parry and a block.
Yeah.
And many weapon types.
Yeah, that was nice. I mean, you could really play different swords. I mean, there was dual swords. There was two-handed weapons. I stuck with like the sword the entire game because that's just personally what I like.
Yeah,
I
it's my favorite to parry.
I was switching up my weapons every once in a
ever
while.
parried.
I mean, you either were building up and then you could just do several super powered attacks in a row until it wore off, or you could just do one, bang, you're dead. Next.
I don't even remember what I did.
Leveling up the hunter bow. Oh, being able to like snipe from long distance. That's fun.
Oh
The
Yeah.
bows were really good in this game.
Weird bow thing as well. They do so basically a lot of the stuff they do is quality of life stuff in the next couple of games. One thing that they do that I do remember specifically is they do make it to where every bow can do everything. So you no longer have to have two different bows equipped that do two different things. They all have like the predator mode and the follow.
That's nice.
Yeah, so
You're right. Yeah, I remember that now from Valhalla.
I really didn't mess with. I mean, I just had the one type of bow that I liked, and that's all. And that's mainly what I used in game. But I know I had other options. I just didn't care.
Well, for me, it's like Predator Bow and something else.
Yeah, I mean, I had two different bows equipped just in case. But it really was just, do I have arrows? Yes. Okay, I'm shooting people until they stop. Until it stopped working, and then we were fighting. I love fighting in this game.
Forget to redeem the ability to change the day and night until it was maybe too many hours into the game. I did.
I didn't get
Got
it
it
till later,
early.
but it's good. Bill, I got it when I needed it. When there's like, you need to set tonight. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll next.
Yeah,
I'll
when it was
close the
literally
level
like
up.
you had to wait for these 3 shop people to leave. I was like, oh.
Yeah, just do it.
Oh,
It's a nice little thing they have that you don't need to abuse, but you totally can. But it's also just there.
see, I had the opposite problem where every time I tried to pause the game, I forgot I'm not supposed to hold the fucking button down. So now it's nighttime, but I guess we're doing a nighttime mission now.
I had that problem when sometimes I was trying to view, look through my quests and select one, and like, oh shit, I hit the time button again.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got used to the controls, first off on the controller, then later on the Steam Deck, that I finally got it right. I still make the occasional mistake, like I didn't want to switch from day to night or night to day.
So I also played this on Steam Deck. My PC couldn't it ran it, but it ran it really slow. It was not good.
I was having some issues too like that, but of course, given how much I do use my computer for work, sometimes I just need a reboot.
The PS4 Pro.
My computer has some issues. When I bought my laptop, after I killed my other laptop, I did not buy the right one.
Damn.
Yeah, well, part of my getting the Steam Deck was because ever since November of the previous year here, I've had to I had to go over to my parents a lot. So
Steam Deck's wonderful.
Spend when you're spending 3-4 hours over there sometimes on a Saturday, and this is prime time for me to be working on this, and I can't do anything.
Yeah, so I love Steam Deck.
I got a pretty beefy PC.
Yeah, my other laptop that I killed was better than this one, but I thought this one was going to be about equally, and I bought it partly because it didn't have a USB-C cord to plug in for power, because I didn't want to do that again after killing one. I regret that decision, though.
And there was other fun things with this, too. I mean, you run up, especially some discoveries you make, they don't appear on the map unless you spend some of those helix credits to get them exposed on the map, which just made finding them a lot easier.
Didn't use the helix credits are essentially were like the in-game currency, right?
Yeah, the meta currency.
I didn't like that. I mean, I didn't spend any money on this game, and I'm like, that's the era, though.
Well, I think the version I got some extra credits with it, so hey, I'm just gonna. Should I use this to find all the rock circles? Yes, I should.
I like just kind of finding those as I did, because there's so many question marks. It's like this could be anything. Who knows?
Yeah, but those were like golden question marks. Same with the tombs and that.
I didn't notice it until several hours in.
I like the fact that you had all these question marks everywhere, because that's what kept me enjoying the game and playing the game. So
yeah, I was like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, it's a fortress, or ooh, what's this?
God,
ooh,
fortresses are so much fun.
Just sliding in those tunnels in the pyramids was just great.
I didn't do a lot of the pyramids. I did do a lot of the forts, but I didn't mess with the pyramids as much.
I tell you should have done the tombs more, because when you find the tablet and the tombs, you got an extra ability point to use.
I found that out today when I was watching a YouTube video. I went, I should have did that.
Yeah, finding those tablets was wild after when you just stumble upon them.
Had I known that was the case, I would have done them, but I just didn't want to mess with them because they annoyed me.
And that was another thing. I saw the person playing it on Twitch, and I'm like, oh wow, these rock circles, you can align the stars, and it's also
I only did the one.
That actually gets you nice closure when you do all of them, and it plays out to basically find the first of the ancient mechanisms that tell the story of things after the first cataclysm. I
didn't do any of those, so I'm glad someone did.
I mean, I did all of them because it's spending more time with your son.
Oh, I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't like the star things. I did one of them, and I'm like, I don't like this, so then I didn't mess with any more ever again.
Now you see, as a person who's interested in space and that called to me.
Huh?
And seeing what they referred to as how the Egyptians viewed the same constellations that the Greeks and Romans did, and what they referred to them as. That's interesting shit.
Yeah, but that goes into the whole thing of which I will give us the Assassin's Creed team kind of that whole thing where we get into the whole thing of all of the gods were essentially the same gods at some point.
Oh yeah, that's always been a thing that people wonder about with history too.
Well, the Greeks openly acknowledge, a belief in the Egyptian gods. According to Greek mythologies, when the Olympians fled from Typhon, many hid in Egypt and took on the forms of the Egyptian gods. And it's nice to see that the Greeks and the Egyptians seem to get along a little bit better than the Romans coming in.
I liked I had forgotten how much Greece is involved with Egypt during this time originally, but then as I was playing through this game, I remembered, this makes perfect sense because this is what happened.
Yeah.
Except Greece a little farther away, but that's fine.
And Alexander, who Alexandria is basically named for, he was Greek.
Yeah.
Only person to have conquered the known world
at the time. Yeah.
I mentioned it earlier too, but I completely forgot that as well because it's a super major plot point and kind of a tease for the rest of the series as well. So in the last the last Assassin's Creed games, especially with Desmond, you kind of got the weird impossible space of whenever you murder someone, basically the Animus would kind of like correct how the assassination happened. And it would be like, okay, well, that makes sense because you're supposed to get info, and history says that. And his brain says that, like, give example, because the only name I can remember. Whenever Ezio kills someone to get info on where the next assassin is, they tell him, and he has to know that, so the Animus corrects that. This game and future games are also just like, hey, the Animus kills are just kind of bullshit now, and like they get really weird. Just don't worry about it though, or do. We'll see.
I didn't
It's
mind
fun.
them. I liked the whole confirmed kill, and they're in like the dark realm. Like I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that was very neat.
It's a moment of drama that makes the moment of killing more impactful.
Yeah, but then you also have it where like one of the guys is a 30-foot Anubis for some reason, and then it's like,
Don't worry about it.
yeah,
That's how they view themselves.
But
Hey,
also,
it's a weird Animus.
Well,
Yeah,
the
no,
one was posing as a priest of Anubis, so that makes sense.
oh no, there's a reason behind that, but we'll get to that eventually.
Now, I'm really curious because we know that they skipped a year between Syndicate and this to retool things. Was this game always supposed to be like this, or was this meant to be like a Syndicate-esque game originally?
I think it was supposed to be a Syndicate-esque game. This is the game where people were starting to complain that the games were really starting to get stale, so they made it a hack and slash RPG, like God of War, basically.
So they had to do that in what, a year and a half maybe to make it work?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think the story was still there and everything else too.
Yeah, I
So,
bet like the locale and everything. It was just they had to make some changes. I mean, it's not that different. Like it just has RPG elements, but even in the later games like Syndicate, you still had to like beat down people a bit. It wasn't just parry and win like Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. So
Yeah, but this is very much like a level-based sort of structure. So
yeah, but
they must have changed how the story kind of unfolded, I imagine.
well, see here, the thing that I see, which is will become an issue that I will complain about later on, is this is fine gameplay. Because full offense, how many did I cheated obviously, and so I beat this in like 20
Obviously,
hours.
yes.
Did you all like beat this in like 40-ish hours?
40, I think 50.
5 to
35,
40.
35, 36, yeah.
I
didn't do many of the side quest stuff at all.
I was exploring and all that.
Yeah, I
but-
did about everything.
So yeah, on average, it's about a 40-hour game. That's fine. That's doable. Whatever. I beat, which is where I stopped the series. I beat Valhalla at 100 fucking hours, and I did as bare minimum as I physically fucking could.
It's that monstrous.
Yes, they don't
I'm
learn
not
after
looking
this.
forward to
They keep adding onto it after this, because people really like this one, and it was really good for a while. But then it's like Valhalla is the one where I was like, dude, I can't play these 100-hour games. I am becoming an old man.
Well, it's not even that you're becoming an old man, it's that you want to play other games, and it is hard to fit in 100-hour games when you're trying to play multiple games. I mean,
Okay,
That's all.
just looking it up right now. How long to beat Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Main story, 61 hours. Main and sides, 99 hours.
Yeah.
that's probably what.
Completionist, 152 hours.
Yeah.
While Origins is 30, 52 and a half, and 85 and a half.
Which fuck that thing too as well, because technically, which is also in this as well, and we'll get to it more because the games really love it. Valhalla and the other game, if you want the actual like story bits and to actually have a finale to the game, you have to complete the fucking web of assholes, which I'm gonna refer to it as now from now on.
Odyssey?
All of them.
The Order of the Ancients.
No. It's always something different in these games. In the last
Okay.
one, it was the Rooks against the whatever they're called.
Well, the Rooks, and
Yeah.
I don't think they had a name under in the other guys had a name.
Yeah, in this one it's the Order. It's basically what is
All
it?
the conspiracy stuff, yeah.
No. It's what was it in Lords of Shadow? It's a Nemesis system. It's Ubisoft's Nemesis system, but in this one it's basically Web of Assholes, where you basically get info from killing other people, and you won't find out who they are unless you kill other people. But
Okay, I see where you're going with it.
yeah, I know for a fact in Valhalla, if you want like the answer to the actual storyline, you don't like the game tells you, oh, you don't have to kill everyone, but then it's like I need to know what happened, so I need to kill everyone.
And they're
Oof.
like, all the different areas. Sometimes you'll find them roaming around, which is pretty sick. And you can just like fight them like mini bosses.
Sometimes it's the final boss and the game doesn't tell you, and you're like, fuck, where is this one guy? And then you find out he's locked behind a boss.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of did it a little bit in this game, where it's like finding those armored dudes. You know, you had to like search the countryside for them.
When I beat this game, I didn't expect to. I didn't know it was the end. I thought there was still going to be more, and it turned out to be the last guy to kill on the list, and then the credits are rolling. I'm like, oh, I'm done already? I wasn't ready.
Well, going back to when you said like it's not much different, I will say like I will agree to that extent right now, but by the next game, and especially by Valhalla, stealth is no longer like a focus at all. You're just a superhuman. You're a superhero. You know.
Let's see where Odyssey takes us, and then I think we'll have to decide if Valhalla has to wait a year or not.
Oh, my answer to that is, you think you're a superhero in this one? I can't wait for you to play Odyssey.
Yeah. And Valhalla after that, it's even like, crazier.
Yeah, Valhalla I had a lot of fun with, though. I admit, as long as that fucking game was, I had a lot of fun with that game. Remember it.
Yeah.
I like this stat, how long to beat has about Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where it says, Assassin's Creed Odyssey will take you approximately 9 weeks to complete play for 1.5 hours a day while focusing on some extra content.
Okay.
9 weeks for an hour and a half at a time. Sure. Uh-huh.
That sounds wrong.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Of course, also depends. Probably people who played it a couple times.
Look, I've got to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've got to get my levels up in Final Fantasy 14. The new Warframe just dropped, and it's pregnant. The new Friend Slop game is out, and it's $5, so I have to buy it, and my friends need me to play with them to collect the new Bagaboogle in the Woobaglobe. Look, I'm a very busy man. 1.5 hours has to read.
So I beat this game in 5 days, roughly, and I didn't expect that. Like, I gave myself 2 weeks to get through this game, and I couldn't put this game down.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I fell in love with it.
Yeah, it felt great.
Oh yeah. Especially
I mean, I don't understand the hatred that people have for this game. Like, I was like, this is an amazing Assassin's Creed experience. Like, all the side stuff to do. Because I didn't do side quests so much, but I did a lot of hunting random animals and just fortresses and all the random shit that would come up, and I was just having fun.
The only people, it was always the loud minority, right? It's people who were like, this isn't anything like what I played before. Got Helix credits, I have to pay real money for it. It was more the principle. They were just like, I don't like it on a principle.
I mean, I don't like that it's there, but I forgot it existed, and the game didn't try to throw it down my throat, so I'm okay.
And I think that's because this game is also old now. Okay. That like back then it was FOMO, so people were like, getting people to like want to do it because they it's pay to win.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things too as well, which is also no offense to this game, because I also say this game is one of those things where it's of its time. Mike knows that because he does this for a living, but I do know for a fact why a lot of the reasons why people hate this game is because, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, is because Odyssey does this game way better. Like, Odyssey is essentially like, which I say it, but of the trilogy, which is Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, Odyssey's like the best one. It's the perfect amount of time. They fix a lot of issues. There's a lot of quality of life stuff from this that goes into it. Some stuff I can't really remember. The system that Rich mentioned, like a discovery mode.
Yeah.
A lot of people prefer to play that way on Odyssey, but I also hate thinking with my brain, so I'm not going to play that way.
Yeah, I was doing that because, I was just trying to see what it was like, too. And that's actually kind of fun to do the Odyssey mode because there's so much interest. There's apparently a lot of interesting information in there.
Yeah.
But another thing I want to bring up, like, the whole, like, structure of this game with being the story of, like, his son is killed by this group of people. So then his goal is to hunt down the people that were part of this group and murder all of them. Like, good Assassin's Creed story, and they're all pretty good. Like, you don't know who they are until as you go through the game, you gotta, like, get information to find out. Like, there's the Scarab, which is one of the early ones, where you're having tea with the guy before he's like, oh, I poisoned you, and then I buried you in the desert to die. Like,
yeah, that was crazy.
That one got me. I was like, oh, didn't see that coming.
What a butthole.
Yeah.
I somewhat saw it coming.
Terrible way to die.
I somewhat didn't see it coming.
I mean, like, I was thinking to myself, that's got to be one of the worst ways to die out there, because you would die of dehydration, essentially.
And that was the one where, like, the family resented you for the rest of the game after you kill him, right?
Yes.
Well, definitely the son.
Yeah.
The wife also did.
Less, I guess, when she finds out that her husband had cut out her father's tongue.
Yeah.
But yeah, still, I mean, which is fair. Like, they're not going to like you. You did murder their father. You know, even though he did bury you in the sand to die, he kind of had it coming at that point. It's called karma, bitch. But, you know,
Yeah.
I get it.
I also do like that there were those moments that you could kind of continue on if you did the side quests. Like those story moments, you know, they come and go, but if you really want to interact with those characters, they sometimes have those extra things you could do with them to develop that relationship further.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That there is stuff like that. I didn't do a lot of side missions. I started a lot of side missions just because it got it off the map. And I had to get it off the map because it bothered me. But I didn't do many of them. It just, there was too much other stuff to do. And I just didn't care after a while.
Yeah, by the time, just after I finished the main story, I tied up some of all those. I've actually got all the side missions done except now for, well, the one that leads into the DLC.
Yeah, there's 2 DLC for this game, which we will not be talking about in this episode, but you will hear in a future mini.
And then the Discovery Tour, I'd argue, was a DLC, but is now transcended.
It is a DLC, yes.
What?
Discovery Tour, because you can buy it. You have to buy it. I mean, we don't have...
It's free now, I think, but...
Was in my version.
But I also have all the DLC anyway. I apparently bought it at some point, so...
Yeah, that's what I did too, but...
So there is one part that I really want to talk about, just
Please.
because it's really funny. I love this. Happens very early on. You meet Bayek's wife, Aya, who and they very much love each other. I actually super love their relationship in this game.
Same.
Oh yeah.
And she gives him the hidden blade, and he goes to kill that guy, and he fucking cuts his finger off like an asshole.
And that's how that started.
And that's how that started.
I also like that they
only issue ever with that is why did Lucy have her finger cut, since that's not a thing by the time. But I know that's hindsight.
Well, it could have been that when
past.
she...
I know.
I think what she did, it's like she did the same thing that like when I had my picture with Roger Craig Smith, I held my ring finger in, so it looked like I quote didn't have the the ring finger as they do in the Assassin.
You could have went literal and just cut off your finger for it. You know? I don't recommend it, but I'm just saying you could have.
I'm not going to do that to my ring finger. I
Please
still
don't.
wear my wedding ring.
Please don't cut off a finger. Unless your child is in danger and a serial killer tells you to cut off your finger, then maybe. But even then, I still say don't do it. But
fucking deep cut, Mike. God damn you.
Not that deep of a cut.
Yeah, but you know I hate that game. That's why you did it.
No, I forgot you hate that game, for the record.
I hate that game with a fucking fiery passion that is my soul.
I need to play
Heavy
that game
Rain
at some point.
You should play Heavy Rain someday, yes.
Oh.
You shouldn't play it 3 times like I have, but you should play it at least once.
You should also not play it 3 times like I have.
I did play Indigo Prophecy, and that was almost enough.
One day you should play that.
Remind me about Indigo Prophecy there, too. I have a really fucking weird story about that as well.
That's another episode. But
yes, but I do appreciate how much they hide Aya at first. You know, like they give you the full section where it's just Bayek.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like, oh yeah, he has a wife. And then you get there, and she's like the best part of the game.
Yeah.
She was awesome. I mean, you have some really good missions as her. I was not happy when the boat stuff popped up. I was like, no, not again. I don't want boat stuff again.
I almost turned the game off and stopped playing.
The boats are good.
Odyssey has boats, right?
Odyssey has boats. Valhalla has boats, but they're more.
So are you going to be around for Odyssey, Joe? Or are you checking out of that one?
No, I need to play that one finally.
Okay.
My sister loves that one. I need to fucking play that one because that one's super boy portent.
Boats.
I'm actually looking over one of the maps for Odyssey right now, and I'm seeing a very familiar term from other games I've played that features Atlantis or a Calcum.
It's another episode. But
gun in my mouth with a butt in the shape of a boat.
Running around the world was so good in this game. Like I explored I ended up going to every region, and I got every viewpoint that was in the main game.
Yeah.
Because I had to. That's me.
Can't blame me on that.
I loved it. I loved exploring. Like I would explore until I'm like, okay, I'm the same level. I'm just going, and then these areas are higher level than what I am, so I'm going to continue the main story. Then I'll get back to exploring. And then I would have explored everything before I beat the game, but I didn't realize when the game said this is the point of no return. It meant this is the point of no return.
They try to telegraph that as much as they can.
Actually,
they did.
And after you do it, you can go back to exploring, but
of course I did.
But I mean,
it's a weird thing with me where I like to beat a game and then be done with it and not. But I have to explore all the areas. Yeah, I couldn't not do that.
You got experience for locating an area. You got experience for going into a map section for the first time. You got experience for beating an area. That's good.
That's nice. I really liked it. I mean, all the experience is what kept me playing, because having the fact to get experience to level up gave me a reason to do things that I wouldn't have done otherwise, because in other Assassin's Creed, I skip a lot of side stuff later on, because what's the point? But now when you're giving me experience, this sucker has to do it. So it was wonderful. I don't know why people bitch.
Because some people don't like to do work.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. Like, there's ways around. I'm sure you could just spend Helix credits and level up, I'm sure, beforehand.
I mean, you don't have to, and you don't have to run everywhere. You can always call on your camel, which I'll admit, every camel I referred to, I gave it the name of one of the greatest camels of all time. You bastard. And if you
at any point, Rick, did you say, but you're on the wrong side of the river? Did you say that all during this? Just wondering.
You didn't really have to.
I know.
I did. I will admit, whenever they said he was a Magi, I was like, I know what that is.
Same.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they used that term in The Mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who that really hot guy plays Carlos later on is.
Yeah. I love that guy.
That guy's attractive in that movie. Fuck, everyone's attractive in that movie. My God.
Everyone's attractive in that movie.
What are we doing? The Mummy?
I don't know. That's
You haven't done The Mummy yet? Holy
No.
shit, dude.
I've been actually trying to get my daughter to watch The Mummy, so
Good fucking movie.
it's got that right mix of action, comedy,
Yeah,
jump scares.
it's something. It's something real
I guess
special.
there has to be a new movie series whenever he's done with Star Wars and Star Trek.
I already have a new Star Wars was done until Mandalorian Grogu. Star Wars is done otherwise. Once Mandalorian Grogu is on Disney Plus, I'll be watching that and covering it.
And he's only been doing alien movies once a year.
Yeah, that'll eventually. I'll jump into that. Hey, I'm doing the damn Saw series now too. I just recorded 3 not too long ago. So,
well, you know what? We'll write that as a twist of fate. Mike will do the Mummy movies when Brendan Fraser when they release a trailer of the new one.
There it is. It's coming, so that's not that far away.
Yeah, it's coming, but that's a good kickoff date.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get him to put Alien Isolation on the roster.
It's not happening.
No, we're not playing that.
Speaking of Joe, how's the campaign to get Mike to do Danganronpa going?
That might happen. I played Alien Isolation once. I do not want to play that game again. So
play it again.
You're not going to play the sequel?
No. I'll play the sequel. I don't have a problem with the sequel. I don't want to play that first game ever again. That game was.
Dominic, the issue with Danganronpa is that I have an awful work schedule, and so does fucking Phoebe. Now, no offense to Phoebe, but fuck her job. Phoebe, if you're listening to this, I love you.
She says fuck her. I say fuck her job every No, that's why Danganronpa hasn't happened. That's why there's a few different things that were supposed to happen this year, but because Phoebe and Joe, their schedules only align at Sunday morning at 8 a.m., which Mike does not want to do at Sunday morning at 8 a.m., and makes it very difficult to get anybody else.
And Friday nights, which Phoebe.
No, she's in change on Friday nights.
Yeah,
almost guaranteed at this point. Every Friday night is work because her boss is a greedy fuck. So yeah, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, that's why Danganronpa hasn't happened yet. If people are wondering,
you're really endearing yourself to her employers. You know that.
Oh, I think they're gonna listen to this or even know who. I mean, there's many Phoebes out there.
If I could find a way to find them because of what's happening, I fucking would.
No, let's leave it at that. But
let's talk about how important the success of this game is.
For
how it started the career of the star.
Who's that?
Abubakar Salim.
Oh, the
guy who plays Bayek.
What's special about him? I don't know.
It jump started his whole acting career in a major way, and that he's getting a ton of shit. He also leads a developer studio.
Shit.
He's the guy behind Tales of Kanzera Zao, which was an EA Originals game. Also did a game called Dead Take.
Okay, now you got me wanting to look up the.
Didn't know any of this.
Yeah, he was at the Game Awards.
Yeah, he did a big speech.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome!
About losing his father, I believe.
Yep.
Oh,
fired the game. Yep.
Yeah, he was in Final Fantasy Tactics remake. He was in High Guard.
Tactics remake. I gotta get the Tactics at some point.
He started doing voice in World of Warcraft. He was in Critical Role.
Oh, he won an award for this. Well, he got a nomination for this, the British Academy Game Awards.
He's currently on House of Dragon.
Man's doing stuff.
Damn, I need to watch that show.
He was in Raised by Wolves.
All right.
So he had stuff beforehand, but not a lot. But
a handful of credits beforehand, like a few episodes of 24, the reboot 24, an episode of Black Mirror.
But that's cool that this launched his career, really. I mean, he does a great job as Bayek.
He's
the
amazing.
voice is great in this, and everything. Bayek's a really good character, and now I understand why people like him, because I think I've heard people say good things about the character.
Oh, I I think his fucking game is a hold on, because I want to be sure. I think his game is a Metroidvania, and it's really good.
Yes.
You know the name of it?
It was one of the criminally underlooked games a couple years ago.
Do you
Like
have a
his
name?
Tales of Kenzara Zao.
Okay, I might pick.
It got overshadowed by I think probably like Rogue Prince of Persia. And
Yes.
The other.
And I keep reading
That
articles about how the studio's in trouble and needs to do this and this and that to keep going.
Oh no.
That one you mentioned came out in April 2024.
Welcome to the wonderful world of game
Video
development,
games.
which I have
Yes.
no interest in, even though I love video games. Because it sounds insane.
I will
like,
admit
I like having a job. I
I
worry
was
he's going to go out of business every year.
I was upset when they made him shave his head and the beard. I was like, damn, that was actually a pretty good look for him.
I
Mhm.
like the beard and stuff, and I
Yeah.
was a little bummed too. I was like, why? It was good. Look good on him. Oh, I
Yeah.
shouldn't have taken away his beard.
Again, but it's like,
It's both good and bad.
but they
can
do
always
so
turn
much
it
with the
back on and
character.
off.
I know it's a nitpick complaint. It just Joe's right. It bothered me too, and it shouldn't have.
But like shaving the beard and the hair, doing the finger thing, it gives so much to the character that like I am so frustrated when people talk about how much they fucking like Ezio. Ezio ain't shit compared to Connor, compared to Edward, compared to Bayek and Aya especially.
Yeah, and then don't they essentially split up at the end of this game too?
Yeah, and that's amazing.
Split.
Yeah, that was good.
The emotional maturity to like be like, yeah, we're in different places now. Like this has affected and ruined our marriage. But like you
Well,
understand it. It makes sense.
She's
Yeah.
the one that starts the Assassin's Brotherhood, correct? If I remember correctly, it's not
They
him.
both do.
But she's kind of the one that's like excited about it.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, he's taking it stoically. She's a little excited about it. I mean, she goes on, she kills the last of the Order of the Ancients that we know about, and then
She changes her name.
changes her name after killing Caesar.
Oh, I forgot about that. You're right. That was so cool. You get to kill Caesar. That you're the start of it. I was like, bravo, video game, bravo.
And you see all these things that started the group. I mean, we see Bayek throws the bird skull on the ground, and she picks it up, and there's
Yes,
the
the
Assassin's
symbol.
Creed symbol.
Yeah.
I liked that personally. It's stupid. I liked it though.
It gives a little bit of the fucking stuff in Solo, but I do like it.
You see her put on the robe to hide her identity,
At
which
least she
goes.
didn't wear a baseball cap backwards. So hey.
Weird question too as well. I forgot where I was going with this. Keep going. I'll think of it.
Another thing I do want to bring up, there's a part because Cleopatra is in this game, which I really like because she's a big part of history, and I love one of the first scenes where she's like, "I'll sleep with anyone as long as you agree to be executed in the morning." I'm like, man, if you were someone on death row, you'd be like, "Hey, you get to go to the afterlife," saying, "I got to sleep with Cleopatra," like, it'd be worth it.
And like all the whole drama with her and her brother doing the carpet thing.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I mean, apparently they made the pharaoh older than what he was because apparently he was a kid at the time, like 11 years old, which that's fine. I understand the game's like, he's going to have a bad fate. We're not going to make him a kid. That's fine.
Well, that's tend to be the normal for that time, though.
Yeah, I know, but like I don't mind the video game taking some liberties because they didn't want to have you have a kid get murdered in the game.
As long as they acknowledge it, that's all that matters.
They always acknowledge that they embellish the truth in these games anyway, so it's fine.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like there's a very famous part of the Discovery Tour where there's like the whole section when they say, "Yeah, we changed this scene to do X, Y, and Z, even though it wouldn't have been this way."
That's fine.
Yeah.
Probably.
You have to do that sometimes.
I do know. So this is all though accurate history. Like this is the reason why Egypt had so many pharaohs at some point because of what happened. Because this happened. Is that what it is too?
It's part of that. It's part that really lifespans were not necessarily as long as they are nowadays.
No, God no.
That's fair too. Yeah.
But it was all in flux, and like I think was it Alexandria really was a town that was built specifically because of the Caesar invading, basically.
Well, no, Alexandria was built by Alexander the Great, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it was Alexander that invaded, and then you find his tomb later, and then yeah.
That was cool.
Like it's kind of like it's not an artificial city, but it's kind of set as like it's a special city, but not in a good way.
And it doesn't. It got destroyed, I think, in history. I can't remember.
The library specifically.
The library gets destroyed in history.
Well, and the Discovery Tour does talk about that quite a bit, talking about, well, we don't exactly know how much was actually in there, and there were probably a couple libraries throughout the town, and things happen.
Yeah.
Like it might not have been totally a fire. It may have been, a fire and decay and other things.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about the best character this entire game yet.
Okay.
Sinu, the hawk.
The bird. Yeah.
Yeah.
An unironically great, like one of the greatest replacements for Eagle Vision.
Yes.
Literal Eagle Vision.
Yes.
Great. Get used to it for the next every game.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I love the bird. He was
Of all
so
the things to
fucking
steal from
cool.
Zelda, this was a great choice.
I mean, the view is it works well with this.
I just wish you had put a fruit on your head and just call it.
Yeah, you didn't have to do that.
That would be funny,
Just
though.
happy
I would like
he
to see
didn't,
him reference
the
that
bird
one time.
didn't repeat himself, and if you hit the wrong button, you get to hear the bird talk over again. I'm happy that didn't happen. Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
But I just love the bird in this game. I love, like, as you get all the eagle points in the game, the bird gets better at detecting things. And once I understood how the bird worked, I started doing I did a lot of treasures because I could just find them with the bird. I didn't dig around. I just, here it is.
Once you get into an area, you use the bird. Hey, where's my stuff I'm looking for? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There, treasure
Once I
there.
figured that out.
Guy to kill here, important. Oh, wait, that's even more important. I gotta sabotage that in case somebody runs to light a
It
beacon.
almost trivializes a lot of that.
Disagree, because I still had that fucking alarm set off a few times.
Not there. Yeah.
I wasn't very
know.
stealthy. I didn't have to be.
In our
I don't
words,
mind.
You don't have to
play
be
your
in
game.
these games no
play
more.
the game like you play any other game.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I like it that stealth isn't as much of a thing. There was no missions where, I was seen, you better start the mission over again. And I was like, thank you, Assassin's Creed, because I don't like those, because I suck sometimes. So, I didn't mind at all. There was nothing bad about this game to me. This was one of my best experiences in a while for a game. Like, fucking loved it.
I gotta ask though, how many people here tried the Trial of Sobek and Trial of Anubis?
Yes.
Okay, weren't they a little bit fun once you figure out the rhythm?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought a lot of this game was really fun. Like even like the weird shit, like when you face off against the giant snake monster.
That was cool in the hallucination he's having.
Yeah.
I like that.
You do not just fight against a snake monster; you fight Apep, the snake monster.
Also, when you see the hippo god in this, immediately thought of Moon Knight.
I knew it.
It brought me to the Moon Knight show, and I was like,
yeah.
Too bad we'll never get a season 2.
It's his regular body. It's his heartless. It's his regular body and his heartless, Mike. It's his regular body and his heartless.
Don't forget, there was a nobody too in there. He had 3.
Who's his nobody, Mike? We'll get that answer.
You get a season 2.
Currently, it's Layla. Oh, that's you.
Never being continued. So don't worry about it.
Who was that? Who is the hippo-headed god?
I forget the name. I just know it's the god of one of the gods of the underworld, or the god of the underworld. I can't remember. My Egyptian mythology is not as good. I was into Greek a lot as a kid, so I know more Greek. I didn't study Egyptian as much.
We'll do great with Odyssey.
Too much.
I'm gonna love it.
I only know Japanese.
Odyssey is gonna be like the fucking game where I'm probably gonna just fall in love with it because I love, except for all the boat shit, whatever bullshit they make me do. But I'm so excited for Odyssey. But it won't be till next year because I don't think I can handle another one of these that quickly. So
yeah, that's the thing about these games now is that now you have to like be in the mood.
Well, I mean, you just make a podcast and you schedule it where you have no choice. So.
Or that.
And you learn how to deal with it.
Taweret was the Egyptian goddess protective goddess of childbirth and fertility.
Okay. Oh, so there's that one quest where you have to kill the priest that's dressed up like Anubis.
Yeah.
How many people got that right the first time and didn't murder innocent people?
I did. Right?
I did.
Oh. Oops.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I killed like 3 or 4 people before I found the guy.
Doesn't it like glow a distinct color or something?
Yeah. And the first guy was coughing. I said, the first guy must be him. Because the guy, and then it's like, this isn't the guy. I'm like, oh, well. Then I just started killing everybody.
Coughing. That's what you had to look for.
Well, it was like coughing a lot.
Yeah, coughing a lot.
Everyone just got murdered instead. I was like, oh, well. You shouldn't wear it. That's what you get.
And I was ready to really get into the slaughter of those 2 Gaelic brothers because of the little girl that was drowned. And, no, I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. I didn't want to do that. She did it.
That was you were right, because you'd said beforehand, you're like, this is a sad one, and you were right. That was a sad one.
It's hard, yeah.
Anyone do any Coliseum stuff?
No.
Let's see, once I got through the Coliseum once, and then when I did the follow-up quest, I went to the other one. I'm like, am I going to have to do fighting in there? No, I didn't have to fight in there. I just had to show up there.
I believe that was like a thing that was put in later after the game came out. Was the second Coliseum?
Also about racing too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't do any chariot racing
Neither
either.
did
I
I.
didn't want to.
I did not. I only did some of the fighting.
But yeah, I
I
mean,
just had no interest. You know, it just it wasn't.
Sometimes you gotta look at a game and be like, I want to do 90% of this, and I don't feel like doing that.
we definitely had to have done 90% of it with all the stuff we do.
You
I
probably
like both.
did because you did an insane amount. What do you normally try to for these episodes? Which I'm happy you do because then I don't have someone does.
Yeah. I mean, finding all the ancient mechanisms really gave you a story about the Isu after the calamity and as they're dying out or something. And it also mentions Desmond in it. Which
I mean, yeah. Sorry, keep
I
going.
was a little disappointed that once we got through that and before into like the final stretch, we find out, after Layla's friend is killed and she has to wipe out all the people coming to kill her from Abstergo, and she ends up meeting William Miles.
Yay!
And I'm like, where the fuck is John Delancey?
He's busy doing a pony show. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. If like that's not him, then why would you eat like how John Delancey? Like you need Q.
And
You have
let's
to
not diss to him doing the pony show.
No, I'm not saying I wasn't a diss. I'm just saying that's the only thing I know he's been doing since then. I haven't followed any of his work. I just know he did the pony show. I never watched the pony show. I heard nothing but good things about it, so there's no insult for that.
Good.
I've heard
My
many
daughter
good
and I
things
would
about it.
smack you though for it.
I have no interest. That's all. But then I had no
I
interest.
didn't even notice that William
Miles.
Miles was done by somebody else until someone pointed it out.
I didn't either. I didn't
Really?
remember until Rich said something that it was the other guy. So I had forgotten.
I mean, what he
It's been a
says
while.
is when they identify him, like, oh my god, and why wasn't John Delancey doing the voice?
I thought he was dead. And the character, not the actor. I thought the actor had. I thought the character had died.
Fair enough on that one. That's fair.
We haven't seen him since 3.
Yeah, they're also kind of reestablishing some of the older plot too.
Which I like.
See, yeah, we kind of get a little bit of tease of that because Rebecca and Englishman are running around.
Sean.
Sean.
I like Sean. He's not in this game, right? I wasn't crazy.
Didn't Sean die?
Oh my.
No, Rebecca was injured.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Rebecca might have died.
Yeah.
And when we last saw them, they were doing the coffee shit at the.
That wasn't 4, right?
Lobby
That
Abstergo.
was 4 and that was 4 and little 4. Yeah, but they do show up in. And we do see them show up a bit in Rogue, Unity, and Syndicate. So they're not out of the picture. Not out of the picture at all. But you gotta those two. There, you couldn't help but think there's a story coming along with those two.
You'd hope so.
Yeah, because they were a cute couple. And and you can't convince me otherwise that they aren't a cute couple.
I do like both of them, and I was a little bummed they weren't in this game.
I
mean,
agree.
one thing I do want to mention, this game has a Final Fantasy tie-in mission, which I did by accident, and I'm so happy I did because that became the sword I used the rest of the game, and I rode the Chocobo, which I am upset when I realized he had 4 legs and not 2. I was very upset. As they just
and
took
what
a
was that
camel and
Final
made him yellow.
Fantasy mission?
A meteorite fell, and you went to the meteorite, and then that was it.
You see
That was
the
in this
main.
game?
Yeah, you see Arden, the main bad guy from Final Fantasy 15.
I don't think I got that.
Yeah, he fucks off and he leaves Noctis's engine blade behind.
I don't think I got that. Weird.
I didn't see that.
And then when you listen to this, go listen to our Final Fantasy 15 episode, enter number here, where me and Mike talk about Final Fantasy 15 with Dominic.
Yeah.
And Phoebe and Emmanuel, because that's technically part of the Kingdom Hearts series.
In 2027, it will happen.
It will happen one day.
That happened. One of two things has to happen. Joe gets a different job, or Phoebe gets a different job.
I promise you, by the end of this year, I will have a different fucking job.
So those are one of the recommended. It has to happen because Emmanuel's schedule. You don't know what his schedule is. I can't have just one example moment where it can work. Otherwise, no, I can't. Yeah, that's very difficult.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to look this thing up.
It was very cool. I was just upset that Chocobo was supposed to have 2 legs, and they just reskinned the camel, which I get it, but it did upset me when I figured it out. I was like, you assholes! Like, why don't you just make a new model for me? Come on now.
Chocobos are expensive, man.
I know.
Full of feathers.
It's called a camel / chocobo mount, or as my late wife used to say, chicky bob.
Chocobo?
Something joke about skinning chocobo like skinning a cat.
Short,
Please don't-
narrative-driven side quest recommended for level 23 players. A gift from the gods.
Please don't mention chocobos to my husband. He wants to breed chickens to make them the size of horses. Do not ask me why.
At least he doesn't want to. He's not trying to do something that, like humans, refuted in the SCP lore.
I think eugenics is still legal in all lore, though. So
What's his stance on cockatrices?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't
You
tell
can
him.
find out. I bet he'd answer your text.
How about cock quadruses?
I know Mike's going to see me go on to Assassin's Creed Odyssey in a few minutes, or Origins in a few minutes. So, because I know I've seen him pop onto Neo, The World Ends With You.
Hey,
I don't know what
we're
you're
doing that
talking
soon.
Uh,
Can't wait
Yeah,
to talk about that game.
I know when he pops on to do something on Steam.
yes. Steam rats me out. I know.
Yeah, because
See,
I've seen him pop.
We've talked about this game had a really good story. At one point you could climb on top of the pyramids, of course, and that
Oh,
was
yeah.
amazing.
Had to.
Yes.
Absolutely. Had to do it.
You could actually see two of the ancient wonders of the world as they were:
What two?
Pyramids of Giza and the Lighthouse of Alexandria.
Huh. Interesting.
Two of the ancient wonders of the world.
And you don't get
Forgot
arrested
about
like Logan Paul
it.
or something would.
Oh God.
And I told you this before, Mike, and I know your brain does the thing when it comes to games, so you forget stuff that's even told to you.
I do.
You know, also, I mean, after you finish the game and you get these quests that you should be taking on after you finish, like the elephant pens and the overpowered guards at Rome. I can't say the name.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anyone
yeah,
who can pronounce it, good for you. I'm not
That-
trying to butcher it.
That reminds me, you also fight like a giant fucking elephant as a boss in this game. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
the other
yeah.
elephants are fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no, that was one of the fun parts of riding riding into Chariot with Caesar. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have a shit panic when you see that. I explain that to my daughter. It's like you are in a chariot that has no back, and a war elephant, is barreling down on you.
I do gotta say, man, seeing the elephants in this game, I was like, oh yeah, that must have been so fucking terrifying. And all I could think of is, that still counts as one. So
Oh, that was a trick in and of itself.
I didn't do there's a couple of side ones you can kill, and if you do, you get an achievement. I didn't do it, because...
It's actually listed as a quest for after the game is done as a mission.
Yeah, didn't do it.
I only did, I got 2 of them because it was only 1 elephant. And then the last 2 I have left to do, one is 2 elephants, one which charges, one which has some asshole shooting shit at you, and the other one is some asshole shooting shit at you. So obviously the elephant's going to stay away from you so the guy can shoot shit at you. Which, that's annoying and frustrating and a pain in the arse.
Every time I see elephants in anything, and you think about how that was actually used by armies, like, oh my god.
I get it. They're fucking terrifying.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Strap a huge thing on their back to sit in that has wooden spikes all around it, and you've got a little mobile fortress. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'll be like, damn. Now we think of Lord of the Rings now too, unfortunately.
Okay, I want to see what this thing was. You guys got me curious about this one, because when Mike shared, I'm like, how the hell did you do that? And I always thought it was also kind of clever that when you go back to Layla, you see on her desk a cactar.
That's funny.
And
I didn't catch that.
There was also something else there, but I can't remember what it was.
I just remember whenever it happened, I think it was one of the first updates for the game. So literally we had the moment where my husband was playing the game and they announced on social media, hey, if you turn on Assassin's Creed Origins, there's a Final Fantasy thing going on. So he went and turned it on, and the first thing that happens, you see the meteor fall out of the sky.
Huh.
Yeah.
I guess you have to be at a certain area. And then when I thought, when we're looking around for stuff, and I was trying to find that one location, it looks like it's right near the Sphinx, and you find a passage underneath the Sphinx, and I'm thinking, I remember that the Edgar Casey, the Sleeping Prophet, had a prediction about that there was a chamber underneath the Sphinx that, its secrets would be revealed in time. And I wonder if they worked that in for, where that one mechanism was. And of course, to open it up, you have to find all and reveal all the stone circles.
I swear these games always have something like that where it's kind of easier just to do that. to do one thing and 100% it. That's part of like the major story. Kind of like the like ancient armor.
I like the ancient armor stuff. Wasn't in here though.
Well, I mean, you're the origins, so there wouldn't be ancient
Oh.
armor.
You are the ancient armor.
Actually, if you do, I think you get the Isu outfit when you do all the stone circles and then go back down underneath there. I think that's how I got it. Or maybe it was something else. Now I gotta look that up. I had that outfit on for a while, and it was cool. Let's see.
Well, I
yeah.
I do
Okay,
like how
yeah.
they integrate Alexander the Great into the story. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well,
Same.
yeah, completing all 12 circles, all stone circles to get the Isu armor, a futuristic glowing first civilization outfit, is purely cosmetic and provides no gameplay stat boost. But to unlock it, you have to complete all 12 stone circles and collecting 50 silica from ancient tubes across Egypt. Then when you reach the mechanism and start it up that's in the Great Sphinx, you get rewarded with it, as well as one part of the lore that's unlocked by completing those. But it is kind of cool. It's a cool look. I'm not trying to put that on. I mean, I had that on for a while here. Like outfit wise, and I didn't know that there was an achievement for getting all your gear and that up to legendary status.
I mean, that seems like a achievement I would predict almost.
Yeah, I didn't expect it myself. I mean, once I did everything and got everything up there, I'm like, whoa. Let's see. Yeah, got the Black Hood outfit, the Isu armor, shaman outfit, Sekhmet costume. Yeah, bathhouse towel.
The bathhouse towel one. That one's funny.
Yeah, that's like one of the best ones. Yeah.
I like the bathhouse stuff that they had going on.
So I might buy the bullet just for shits and giggles. I do know the DLC for Odyssey does kind of have an armor that I want. I saw it whenever I played it the first time. Because obviously whenever you play the game, there's also a bunch of stupid like DLC, like not season pass, but just like Ubisoft wants money, so here's some cool skins. There is one that makes it look like you're wearing futuristic armor in Odyssey, so I kind of want to get that though.
Yeah, I can understand that. And going around and trashing all Ptolemy's statues was fun too.
I did like taking those down.
Sort of very good argument. Very good at just feeling better. I'm trying to see if I can find that on a map. Okay.
I did appreciate that there's a couple regions in this game that are just empty. Like there's a desert and stuff, but they're just there because they're there. And I'm like, that's fine. That's a nice touch.
Oh,
I'm
in the wrong area.
I was surprised they didn't really do anything with those.
Same. I thought there'd be something there, at least viewpoints or something. I'm like, there's just nothing. I'm like,
there is something in one of them. I mean, you have down in, as I bring up the map here, since I have it on, down in the Deseret Desert, you can find one ancient mechanism and one ancient tablet. Which, of course, is why Mike didn't go down there. Sometimes these trials that they have, the trial of Anubis or the trial of Sobek, is going to show up down there. Because they warp around the map, it seems.
To be fair, I also don't have time for a lot of side quests either. I think I skipped like half of them because I was already super leveled.
Almost. Oh, you didn't have to. I mean, yeah, you played differently, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
No time.
Now I found that one. It came up as a green marker in my game.
I mean, Joe, you act like you work a third shift job that eats away at your life like all third shift jobs. Right.
Well, they do eat away at your life.
I mean,
mine's also 12 hours though.
That's a lot.
And that just drains a person. Well, third shift just fucks with you, especially like when I used to work third shift and I did 410s. On the 3 days off, I would try to change my sleep habit a little bit so I could be normal with my wife, and then you go back to it, and that it just fucks with you, and like you don't know when to be awake or when to be asleep.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I want to, it sucks. It takes special people can do it.
I'm gonna take a nap after this.
You should.
I mean, like Kobe, who's on the show quite often, he does third shift. He likes it. Like he's like, yeah, it's fine. I mean, some people can make it work. Some people just do it out of hatred. So, PB.
Hatred for themselves or hatred for their employers?
Yes.
Maybe both. I think the Eldorado meme, both is good. Joe does it out of the hatred of what field he's in, I think.
Yeah.
The
AI
I can understand.
The AI bullshit.
It's the baseball field.
I mean, I did it for a time, although it was mixing in with a regular schedule. So either you do it normally, or you do it very, in a you do it normal, or you don't do it. Because what I did was when I worked a job and they had me working they gave me I had to work over the weekend, overnight, not easy. So those were rough. and like Thursday and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's like, okay, Wednesday and Thursday you work in the morning.
Oh,
Thursday,
then
middle of the day.
you work for a shitty
Friday.
company, then they did that shit to you.
Yeah.
Even worse than Phoebe. That's saying something. So, because yeah, you can't, if you're doing third shift, you do third shift. Like you can't switch them off during the week. That's just insane. Insanity, as some employer would ask that. But,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's most employers I've dealt with. Are just like, yeah, whenever we need you.
Well,
there's a big
yeah,
breach
they
of
would
that.
come up with some reason, and it could have been a reason to get the old guard out. Because
Do you remember in Assassin's Creed Origins when you could swim underwater and do stuff?
I did like the
Oh,
underwater
yeah.
stuff. We should change the subject back to please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was fun.
It was good. I love underwater sections in this games. The water's
Yeah.
so pretty in
Yeah, you
general.
don't
I
have
just
to
like
worry-
watching the
It is.
reeds on the water surface.
Yeah, and always you could see everything underwater, even in the dark areas.
Like just being underwater, like that's a rare thing. I feel like I just did not mind just swimming through the water, completely ignoring unless I had to go up and take a breath.
Yeah.
It was great to get like surprise on enemies and whatnot,
Oh, yeah.
random treasure, fighting alligators, a lot of alligators.
So was
Oh,
there?
yeah. No, crocodiles.
Oh,
Or,
yeah.
as Bayek would refer to them, little Sobex.
I did like all the animal killing you do in this game, Ashley. You fight hippos and leopards, and I enjoyed it. I was like, once I got into it later on, I was like, oh, I found this area. I'm fine. I'll just start killing everything here. It was great.
Joe, you want to say
What?
something?
Yeah. What was there something on the weapons that told you? Because we don't think we talked about either. What the like rage mode unlocked? Because like you had different rage modes that did different things, like a super attack or a charge up,
Oh, I don't know.
or like an insta kill.
Yeah, I was
Ow.
talking about that. Depending on your weapon, you could either charge up an attack.
So
Oh
it's
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
depending-
yeah.
Yeah,
It's depending on the
depends on
weapon.
On
Okay.
your weapon class,
Yeah.
yeah, you're either like insta kill or doing like a special attack.
Okay.
I always went for the ones with insta kill because I'm not here to do a special attack and keep fighting.
Yeah, special means dead.
And that could be fun, like, hey, I'm having a little trouble with this lion and all that, and here he comes running at me, and okay, well, I've got this charge up, and boom, you're dead. Or there's this damn fool with a shield, boom, you're dead. Shield ain't gonna stop from my kill attack, my insta-kill attack.
Now, was it just the Fillet keys? I feel like there was another enemy that would also like hunt you down in certain areas.
No,
I mean,
Especially if you were, like-
there was an enemy that hunted you, the Fyrians or something.
that's what
yeah.
he said.
Oh, okay.
Like those are the ones at the end of the game that you could track down like the countryside. But then there was some like if you were taking down certain posts, it was just like an enemy type that would just be there. Maybe it's the same one, and I just found some early.
Yeah, they, and when you when you set up the bureau, that's actually the one quest that they should, have for you to do, even though it shows up in the game. And you could actually once you get the key in that, you unlock something, and it's forget what I got for that. But yeah, it does. So,
There was a lot to this game, which
Yes.
I really did appreciate.
Oh, yeah. It was
But-
a lot, and it was good.
But I brought up that specifically because I like the feeling of like being hunted a little bit and like having to figure out how to take this guy down with what I
mean,
have
they
when I'm
just-
so underleveled.
They just murdered me, and then I went, okay, and then I reloaded my save, and they weren't there anymore. That's all.
Well, because I was
How that
trying to clear out an outpost, and I wanted to finish clearing out the outpost.
went. Oh, I
God
just
damn it!
left.
Yeah.
Just
You
go somewhere
wanted to-
else.
I did. I mean, I hunted them all down once I knew I could do it all. I mean, taking care of them and kicking their ass. And of course, if they were still a pain in the ass,
Well, I mean, this game tells you when enemies are like they have a skull above their head, and it's like, yeah,
Right.
don't mess with these enemies. Go away. I was like, okay, game, I'll come back later,
But I also
only
love
one-
or never come back.
Yeah, I only think I came across that once.
More than once for me.
because the fun thing about being in like an outpost is that like I could just kite them with arrows and then go find more arrows and then just keep pecking away at their health.
Yeah. Of course, eventually that doesn't work because they'll come after you.
Maybe you can evade them. There's enough buildings around usually.
I mean,
Yeah.
I ran from them
Well,
a couple
depending
times.
on where you're at with them.
This was like a middle of the city kind of outpost, so I was pretty well protected.
Yeah,
So
but it was actually.
I think we're kind of running out of things to say.
Yes.
Yes.
A
So
little bit.
we can always talk about third shift some more. I mean, we. I don't want to.
I haven't worked a third shift in like 12 years. I'm good.
Yeah, don't ever do it again. I never will. Never will.
Here,
Alright.
you do the transition while another siren comes to bother me.
Okay. Any last things to say about this before we go to questions, comments, memories? I have a few. More than a
Well, we
few.
had a lot of fun hunting down people.
Yeah.
That can be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
People
combat's
deserve
great.
it.
Yeah, the combat's really good in this game.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to questions, comments, and memories. First, from the I Watch the Entire Overblood Super Replay group. From Brandon Duncan, it's the best AC in my opinion, and Bayek is one of my overall favorite protagonists, not just in AC, but in general. High praise.
Fair.
Yeah.
From Matt
Yes.
Pinkleton, I spent over 100 hours getting all the base game and DLC achievements during COVID, and while overall I don't regret my time with it, I just really don't understand why they bloat these games so much. The story was good, combat was fun, and I didn't mind them adding the RPG elements, but it just felt like bloat for bloat's sake. I have been just as happy with a more linear 20 to 30 hour experience like previous games. I also wasn't a fan of the enemies in the world leveling with you. Personally, it made cleanup a chore if going for 100%. This game is the reason I haven't touched Odyssey, Valhalla, or Shadows. I just don't have the time I did during lockdown to give that much time to one game. And don't. I mean, play them, but don't do everything. You just tell yourself, no, 100%. No.
If you feel like these are bloated, I can only imagine what Odyssey and Valhalla must feel like.
I mean, the trick is you don't have to be a completionist. As long as you're not fraudster, you don't have to be a completionist. Just think of it that way. So if you're not frauding anybody, just be like, oh, I don't need to do that.
God,
And you got to admit, though, it also gives you some variety. Like, say you want to tackle one way first and the other way next. That works. You could play, like, go after this guy first, this guy next. Yeah, maybe our health is off, but it works.
Okay, there is something real quick. There's something mentally wrong with me because what was that last line?
I just don't have the time I did during lockdown to give that much time to one game.
No, it was something like the beating the game and the world ends with you or something. And I heard world ends with you, and I went,
No, he said the world levels with you.
yeah, the world levels with you, and I heard the world ends with you, and my whole body did like a weird twitch, and I went,
No, but
what are we talking about?
I mentioned World Ends with You because Mike started playing that while we were recording.
No. What Mike just said now, he said the world levels with you, but I heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brain.
Because you haven't started yet, have you?
No, I'm
Okay.
just
figured.
cracked out on that series because I am insane in the head.
I'm playing it now, and it's something that I want to talk about real bad.
You got a couple weeks. And then from Lance Howard, the entry where I dipped out of the franchise was the one released before this. Don't remember the subtitle other than it was Victorian London. Eventually I might jump back in it, but knowing how massive Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla are, I doubt I'll play it. That makes me sad because it's like, I mean, I heard these games were huge, but you just don't go for everything. That's the trick. Like, you just do what you can, and like, for me, anytime I play an open world game, I do a bunch of side stuff until I get burned out, and then I just beat the game. And that's it. And that's my trick to playing them. Like, you just can't you can't be like, I gotta do everything, because you're not, that's for a very specific type of person. So
Yeah.
I don't plan on doing everything, but it just kind of happens usually.
Well, it all depends how you approach it for whatever you're doing. I mean,
that's what your life is like too.
I don't try and do 100% completion when I'm recording these games for my channel.
You just do what you can. And then from
you're
Zach,
missing out on a pretty good action RPG.
yeah,
you know?
you really are. And that
Yeah.
makes me sad that a lot of people have skipped this because, I mean, this game wasn't that bloated. Like, maybe Odyssey and Valhalla are,
They
but
get
this
worse.
wasn't.
That's all.
Yeah, that was my main concern about this, is that I was worried this is going to be another fucking 8-hour game. But yeah, it was a decent time.
Beat this in 35.
I bet it's not 20.
Well,
I did it in
you
40,
leveled
50,
up.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I beat it a lot faster than I thought I would, though. I was impressed how quickly I got through it.
No, like truly, I will be, when we do eventually get to Valhalla, it'll be like such a slot. Like, oh,
Mike, just
Oh,
pepper it with short games all around it.
I'm just gonna hope
And-
that there's New Game Plus, so I can just like not have to grind or do anything like that, and I can just plow through it.
Oh, does it make you grind in that game? Because this game I didn't ever felt like I was grinding.
Depends on what you're doing for the side quests. I was trying to do
Yeah.
everything at that point.
Okay.
Yes, and Mike, I now have that I just completed that one you mentioned and got the Chocobo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm finding that fucking side quest now.
I just finished it. It's like, hey,
Real
I
simple.
now have so now I have a feathery you bastard. And I'm sure that somebody out there gets that reference, and if they don't,
I'm sure somebody did.
it's a Discworld reference, and I'll explain it after the
That's fine. You
the
don't have to.
episode.
And from Zach Zek, Bayek is awesome, and I liked a lot of his dialogue. The only AC game I have beat. As a toddler, my son was fooling with a controller and turned on the Xbox and bought it by accident while the TV
Wow.
was off. I was bummed that happened because I didn't have enough money for a full price game at the time, but I was like, might as well play it and enjoyed my time. And it did take like 5 years to finish while playing on and off. Man, that's why you put passwords on it.
Yeah.
Even back.
That's not gonna stop a kid.
Well, no, I mean, you have a password so that you can't accidentally, like, I did that for 360 just because I do it for my phone back when I used to give my donations to Marvel Snap because I had an issue. I made sure there's a password, so, like, I had to really, like, oh, do I want to do this? Yeah. And so that's how I always do it. But I mean, I get that. That I would be really upset too if that would have happened randomly. And, you have a kid, so you have no money. Yeah. And from Sparky
Yeah.
Jones, Origins in the top 5 for the series for sure, and still my favorite of the RPG style of Assassin's Creed games. Right? From Zach Harris, Valhalla is the one people complain about. Origins and Odyssey people really love. I said people complain about this. From Rees Mahanic, friend of the show, people complain about all of them and like all of them. Yeah. From Nick Lopez, by far my favorite AC, and Bayek is up there with Ezio for me in terms of series protagonists. It's damn big, but felt like such a better mix of story and bloat compared to Odyssey and Valhalla for me. And from Daniel White, I love everything about this game except that it shows big dumb icons over the wildlife when you're playing as the eagle. That was fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, he's their own. And from the official Laser Time community, from Tyler Burnett, friend of the show, my favorite part of this game is the sightseeing and the ultra cool guided historical walking tour stuff they add. It gives so much more context to the world, which we will talk about in a future episode. From Andrew Harbor, Origins is amazing. Odyssey builds off of it and delivers even more fun. I have tried 3 times to get into Valhalla and fall off every time. My experience with it was so boring that I actually held off on trying Shadows for months, but I'm very happy that I finally did start it though, because it was a blast. All right. And from Alex Omido, I never heard many complaints about this one, only its sequels. Incredible game that I didn't think would do well, because I thought, what the heck could you possibly do in the desert? Bayek is still top 3 Assassins for me on story alone. Do a lot in the desert, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And then from the last group I posted, I have a shit ton. Thank you guys. I won't be able to read all of these, because I just keep scrolling and they just keep going. So from the Assassin's Creed lovers group, I'll read some. From Booty Santosa, Origins and Odyssey are the best. I am really excited for Odyssey, though. I will say that now. I am actually excited for it. I went from not giving a shit to being excited. Right there, that's something. From Tim Ferrari, I have an Xbox console strictly with Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, and Shadows on it. To me, Origins is a sweet little nugget of a game that I've done twice, and now I'm working on getting the achievements. Love it. Yeah, I don't look at achievements. That's not a good idea. From Rygel, this game has been in my backlog for like 9 years. Avoided all spoilers. This game didn't even disappoint me a bit. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
From Rick Booten, top 3 AC game for me. I'm curious what the other 2 are. From Josh Jensen, that intro scene, man, gives me goosebumps every time I watch it.
That intro scene is pretty fucking sick, where he throws the knife and he catches it with the mask, and he
yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Kills him with it. That'd be not a fun way to go. But better than being buried in the sand.
Fair.
But he got out of the sand, so he didn't die.
Yeah, but he also shouldn't have been able to get his arm free. That they didn't bury him very well if you get your arm free. So
He had plot armor.
I know. But man, that when I saw the scene, I'm like, ugh, like that, terrible way to go. From Jessica Justice, Origins is amazing. One of my top AC games. Right? From Adonis Guerrera, bought it, played it years ago, never finished it. As it stands today, I'm probably 17% completed. I hate the button controls. I can never get over that, and still don't understand their reasons for changing it. Doesn't seem necessary. My anger about that kept me from finishing it. I bought Odyssey. So much hate to this day, I've never opened it. It's not even downloaded on my PlayStation. When they stopped supporting Uncharted 3 on PS3 Online, my gaming dipped dramatically. I don't game like I used to.
Uncharted 3, interesting.
That is interesting. It's like a randomness thing, but hey. From Gerardo Garcia, best one in my opinion. First Assassin's Creed I played them all. From Ryan Wade, Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla are different, but very, very good. Tons of issues and precursor assassins and Templar lore. Oh, maybe tons of ISU. What do you meant by that? Lots of Sage Saga lore, just lore everywhere, and they drape it all in mythology and stuff. It's amazing. Honestly, that's why Shadows was so mid for me, because they took all that issue and mythology out, really. Okay. From Danny C. Hay, Origins is my favorite next to Syndicate. Okay. And then Streamer's Fan Zone. It's my fave. Just finished the DLC in a few hours. Loved every minute of it. What did you think of the DLC? Then he also put his YouTube channel. Check out. I give you props, guy. I'm the same way. We don't know the DLC because that's a future episode. From Jara Dubro Tito. Let me explain one thing. If Origins was a bad game, Ubisoft wouldn't have continued down the RPG lane, but it was so good that need I say more? I mean, people say a lot of things.
A lot of people are wrong on the internet.
Yes.
Oh, let's face it. When you could do something like fight literally godlike figures, you can't go wrong. I mean, look how popular God of War is.
Yeah, a little different, but yes. Oh, from Nicholas Sarsby, brilliant. Map is massive, but not too big like Odyssey and Valhalla. There is less bloat than the next 2 games, and it at least has a connection to the AC pathos. I think I'm just going to stop more. Thank you, guys, for all the comments. Oh, last one. From Alan Thompson, an obvious Ubisoft bot. These posts are so softball.
What?
Oh.
I think he's calling me a bot. So, fun fact,
right.
that's not the first time somebody has asked me if I'm an AI bot.
That's so fucking weird.
I'm not going to give the
Understandable.
context why people have asked me if it was an AI bot, but people have asked me, "Are you AI?" I'm like, no, but if I was, would I have to tell the truth? I don't think that's how AI works. I don't think AI would have to be like, "Yes, I am an AI. I must tell you."
Tell them you're the Fids.
Because AI lied to me on Google. I'm pretty sure AI would lie if it could, impersonate a person.
AI.
I mean, it would hallucinate as a person, yeah.
I don't think we put that as one of the rules of robotics that it can't lie. So
Only if the lie would quote break the other rules of robotics.
not hurting a person, right? Or
Yeah, or by inaction hurting a person. So
yeah, but we'll
Yeah.
see if that. Do AI even follow the law of robotics? I don't know. Okay, question for another time.
when the laws were thought up, they didn't think that we'd be such assholes. Probably.
I mean, who could predicted where we are now? Nobody.
No.
I can't let you do that, hell.
All right, let's give away a Steam code. That's what we do next on the show.
Steam code.
Let's see what is next. What's the next randomest game you're gonna get from me? And it is Dungeons 3. And your Steam code is IJWR73HWVXJCA56. That is your Steam code for Dungeons 3.
Hopefully you don't have to play Dungeons
fine.
1 and 2 to understand.
I doubt it. I own them all. I have never played them all. Any of them.
Okay.
So, and then we should go to Shelf Stacker Box. And Joe, why don't you lead us in?
I think this game's pretty good. I had more fun with it than I thought I was going to. Honestly, though, especially with these games, the Assassin's Creed games are long as fuck, and there's tons of them. It's pretty decent as well, so I think I will just go ahead and stack this.
I figured it wasn't going to be shelf worthy for you because of the boat sections.
Yes, that's also an issue too.
Yeah, I'm sure that upset him.
Boats.
Boats.
Alan.
Yeah, I'll stack it. As a game for like in the Assassin's Creed series, trying something for the first time so drastically different, it's not actually that drastically different.
No.
It's really fun, and just treating it like an open world action game, does breathe some life into this franchise. And it was really fun the entire way through. Story and characters are great, and all the way through, I was just like, boy, I really hope that they would do this in this kind of way, pretty similar in the next one, and we'll see how that goes.
Dominic.
Oh, it's going on the shelf. This is one of the best Assassin's Creed games I've played. Probably, definitely top three, if not top 5.
Nothing wrong with that.
Richard.
Definitely shelf. I mean, the exploration's great. It's beautiful landscape. Music's good. I mean, the story, you got heavy hitting beats, you got light hitting beats, depending on what you're doing. So, that's another good thing. It doesn't necessarily drag at any point. And the discovery mode, beautiful addition. I love it.
All right, I'll go last. I'm putting this on the shelf too. I fell in love with this game. Like, I couldn't believe how much I enjoyed it. I couldn't believe that I put 35 hours into this game in like 5 days. 31.4. But like, that's a lot for me. And I just fell in love with this game. I played this game all day, every chance I got. Like, such a good game. So, yeah, shelf. I'm really glad we played it. I'm like really upset that people talk shit about it because it doesn't deserve it.
No, it doesn't.
So we'll see how I feel about Valhalla when we get there. But yeah, this was fun.
He'll probably love it too. He'll have a better time in Atlanta. No,
that's Odyssey. Odyssey's not as bloated from what people say.
And you'll have a better. And if you have Atlantis, you'll have a better time in Atlantis than you seem to be having with Fate of Atlantis.
I will tease a fun fact about Odyssey. You don't get a hidden blade in that, but the weapon you get is 1,000 times better than the hidden blade, so it's okay.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
We'll find out next year. I'm not getting into next year. I haven't written the schedule for the rest of this year, but I know what I want to put on for my big games, and that's not one of them. So yeah, I know that's not partly what I'm up to. I have other games that I need to get done, and that's not on my to-do list.
So many RPGs, Mike.
Yeah, that's what's going to go there, and I don't have time for Odyssey.
Yeah.
So I'll do other stuff.
We'll figure it out.
We will. We'll get there. And then, yeah, since what we're talking about next week you can hear us talk about Devil King. And if you're like, what the hell is that? Well, listen to the episode then. It's a PS2 Dynasty Warriors clone, essentially.
Oh, cool.
It's Sengoku Basara, but Capcom said, no, we're going to westernize it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, yeah, go check that out. That will be out next week. And if we should go to plugs. And Richard, where can people find you at?
You can always find me up on my YouTube channel, which is Rich Kale, where I play through various game series, franchises. including Assassin's Creed. I'm currently working on Assassin's Creed 3 on my channel, and working through other games that have been on here or may be on here if we can convince Mike to do them, like Alien Isolation.
Give it 5 more years. He'll eventually have to put it on.
The aim is way before
say that.
5 more years. But, you can find... I play some fun stuff, some old stuff, some new stuff. I mean, I'm playing through the Hexen right now, and that's fun. That's an old game and fun. But also I have stuff on fixed sites, like fan fiction and archive of our own.
And Dominic.
You can find me on Blue Sky. I'll give you that in a second because I forget it right now. But you can also find me on the Old Facebook group and YouTube via my podcast, Dissonant Waves. And at Blue Sky is dacichocky.bsky.social. I also have articles now on startmenu.co.uk every once in a while.
That's
Reviews
awesome.
and such.
Very awesome. All right, and then I should do my plugs. If you enjoyed this episode, over 1,000 other episodes of this podcast, we do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. If you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon. You'll see a link in the show notes for that. If you donate $1 a month, you get access to our 2 polls. We have at least 2 polls a month. Plus, you get all the episodes early. Once I finish editing them, I pop them on the Patreon, so you don't have to wait a month like you do for a lot of the episodes I make. And also, all the Assassin's Creed stuff will be in the show notes. So if you want to just jump into our giant catalog of what we've done, you'll see it there. And if you donate $10 or more, I'll plug your podcast YouTube with every episode I make during that month. I make a shit ton. Like these lovely people, Phoebe Stanton, the Let's Play Princess on YouTube and Twitch. And check out her podcast, Nerds Broadcast. And check out Zach's show, absolutely the best podcast of work in progress. Talk about the MCU movies, currently doing the Alien Predator franchise. I don't know what's next. He didn't tell me. I just know he knows, but he didn't tell me. So stay tuned for that. Check his show out. Check out A Gamer Looks at 40 of Bill Tucker and his new podcast, Carrying My Cross. And I want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro craze, Helena at Hell Has Fury. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And please join our Discord. If you want to be in the show, want to suggest things to the show, join the Discord. You'll see a link in the show notes. And please follow some Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, and rate and reviews wherever you get your podcast. I think that's everything I need to say. We'll leave to see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hi all.
Bye.
Joe, you have a thing?
You don't want to say sayonara?
Sayonara.